Welcome to the Vol Bros. My name is Evan. This is my brother Rustin, and we are two Vol Bros who are actually bros in real life. And it is a great day to be a Tennessee Vol. A great day. Vols win 49-13 over the Virginia Cavaliers in Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Rustin, what were your initial thoughts and takeaways from what you saw today?
So we said the other night what we wanted to see. I wanted to see the offensive and defensive line dominate. I felt like at times the offensive line did. I thought they did a good job run blocking. Pass pro had some issues, but that's to be expected game one, especially with some movement around. Thought the tackles, all three played well. John Campbell, Gerald Mincey, and Jeremiah Crawford. Interior three, Spraggins looked okay at times. The other guards and the center had some issues. I thought the defensive line was outstanding. I don't think they could have possibly have played better. And if they play as well as they did, the other two levels can be average, and it's okay. I thought the linebackers played well. I thought the DBs did fine. Love the run support from the DBs. I thought they did really well there. And so, I don't know. It's amazing. I see people complaining online about a 36-point win in an opener against a Power 5 opponent. And I'm like, we just won 49-13. And if Ramel Keaton didn't drop a walk-in touchdown, it's 56-13.
Yeah.
I'm kind of okay with that.
Yep. I totally agree. My prediction was 45-17. Man, I was really close. 49-13. Just so close. 4 points away on either side there. Obviously, number one takeaway was the defense was absolutely fantastic. And I understand that we were playing Virginia, but just like you said, that is a Power 5 ACC team. So the fact that we held them to 13 points and our defense looked absolutely fantastic. Constantly in the backfield, the speed to make up ground and cover sideline to sideline. It was wonderful to see. Elijah Herring getting out there even in the first quarter. It was awesome to see guys getting in the game, and the coaching staff showing them that they trust them to put them out there. It was really, really encouraging to see that. 5 running backs played. That was obviously a nice thing. And Jabari Small, interesting about that was Joe Milton did not have a captain's patch on his jersey. Jabari Small did. And he was the third running back onto the field.
Yep.
So I think that says a lot about the locker room right now. I thought that was very, very interesting. I thought it was really, really good that when you go back and look at the box score, Jalen Wright had 12 carries, Jabari Small had 13 carries, and Dylan Sampson had 13 carries. That's pretty evenly split. And Jalen Wright had over 100 yards rushing. The only one of those 3 to score touchdowns was Dylan Sampson. And it was, that was incredible that he had the least amount of rushing yards, but 4 total touchdowns, 1 passing and that kind of thing. On that passing touchdown, it was cool when you go back and they show the replay. That was the exact same play that they ran against Clemson that Brew McCoy had the touchdown on in the back of the end zone.
Yep.
And in that play against, if people go back and watch that, they've shown it 18 bajillion times in replays. If you go back and watch that play against Clemson, Jalen Wright was wide open out of the backfield too.
Yeah.
Well, Dylan Sampson was the recipient of that this time, and I'm sure Joe had seen that tons of times on game film as well. So that was exciting to see. 3 quarterbacks played. Our boy Gaston Moore got in there. He sure did. They didn't get a chance to throw it around the yard a little bit, but that's all right.
I was really impressed with Nico's footwork. There was and everybody makes a big deal about the one where he scrambled and almost threw the touchdown pass, and that was good. It was a nice play, but the play before it, when he stepped up in the pocket and he felt backside presence, and it's in his blind spot. He can't see it. To have the pocket awareness, to feel that backside pressure and step up in the pocket, that, like, people don't understand. Freshmen don't do that. That you have to typically teach that for a while. And for him to just naturally do it in game one while the crowd is chanting his name of all things. I mean, if there
Yeah.
were a time for him to be distracted, that was pretty much a good opportunity. That to me told me everything I need to know about Nico. That dude is ready.
So that was one thing that I wrote down on my notes was that, the way he stepped up in the pocket. You see these drills and practice of Halsley and offensive assistant and a manager running at the quarterback, and they have to step up and move the ball up with him and avoid the rush and that kind of stuff. And that one play, you talk about bringing a Peyton Manning would have loved that
Oh, I
because you talk
guarantee
about
you Peyton was watching it, talking to everybody around him as soon as it happened.
I mean, like Peyton was so meticulous on the details and even like handoffs and fake, handoffs and stuff like that, that he wanted it to be perfect in practice so that it looked exactly like that in a game. And that's what you saw in that one rep with Nico when he stepped up, he moved the ball up with him. It was just like you're watching a practice with Halsley running at him with that little, you know, I don't know what they're called, foam thing.
But
It was
people
it
but
was a
people
great.
don't realize when 70,000 people are watching and they're chanting your name and the bullets are flying, and that's not Joey Halsley with a foam roller. That's a dude wanting to decapitate you.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
to step up in the pocket and just watch that blitzer fly right by, that's crazy impressive. Like freshman quarterbacks don't do that. That was all I needed to see.
So we got some comments coming in. Tyler, apparently he was complaining. Maybe, yeah, he said I'm greedy. I know. Or were you complaining a little bit
I
for
didn't say
the win,
through text.
Tyler?
I didn't say through text. I said online.
Uh, Brennan said it was a dang good win. He agreed that when Nico stepped up, that was natural the way he did it. He said I clapped when I saw that. I mean, it looked just like you see on the practice film. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Uh, Robert said Nico will be a great quarterback, no doubt. Um, let's see here.
Poor
Our
Joe
second question.
Tessitore. Joe Tessitore should have just started calling him Nico because he mispronounced his last name about 6 times.
Yamaleava. My son, he's like, nah, I give up. He tried and he just couldn't do it. He's like, I give
Yeah.
up. Our second question of the night. What was your play of the game? So I have a play of the game, and I think it might actually be the one you're going to say. So I have a second one just in case. You go ahead.
I bet it isn't what I'm going to say. Mine is going to be James Pierce's second sack.
Oh, that was my number 2 backup one in case you said that.
Because if I'm an offensive coordinator in the SEC, his first sack was impressive. He went bull rush and made a little
Yeah.
swim move and got to the quarterback easily. The tackle looked awful. But his second one, he was past the tackle as the tackle was trying to get out of his stance. He was already past him. And that's the kind of thing that gives SEC coordinators nightmares because all you're thinking is, I don't know if we can block that. And that is, I was blown away at his growth. He is a different player, and I was expecting that from Joshua Josephs. I was not expecting that from James Pierce.
And what an honor to him that he got to go out and do two of the post game press conferences. He was one of the 6 players selected to do that. Really, really enjoyed listening to Dylan Sampson, Jalen Wright, and Wesley Walker. If you haven't gotten to see that, I'll recommend going and watching that one on YouTube. It was fantastic hearing those guys talk. You can tell that running back room, they are a confident bunch for sure. I mean, they feel like they are the best running back room in the country, and they said that we're out to prove it. I think they're certainly the deepest running back room in the country. That's no doubt about that. My play of the game was
after watching Georgia and Alabama tonight. Those are the 2 that I thought might be as good, maybe Michigan, but really after Blake Corum, there's not really anybody else. I think they are the best. I mean, people are complaining about us winning 49-13. Turn on the Georgia game and watch them struggling to score on UT Martin. In the second quarter, Georgia fans were already online typing in "Fire Bobo." Like, it has literally been less than a game, and they're already calling for his head.
Yeah, that's not good. They are up 38-0 now, but it was only 17-0 at halftime.
And they struggled to get that 17. I mean, it was bad.
Alonzo's joining us. He said, "Go Vols." Hey, welcome, Alonzo. Good to have you, buddy. So my play of the game was John Campbell blocking the dude almost into the tunnel going back to the locker room. If no one saw that, if no one
You just
saw
showing
that,
him where the bus is.
yeah, exactly. If no one, Zach said my power was off all day. I'm just now getting to watch the game. Well, Zach, we may have some spoilers here, so you might
Yeah, you
want
might
to.
want to turn this off.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil it for you, buddy. I'm super pumped you're with us. We love Zach. He's the man. But you might get some spoilers if you're watching Zach. Uh, Zach I'll give you one right now. I think it was the second quarter. John Campbell blocked a dude almost out of the stadium.
And that's not an exaggeration.
He almost, Zach said he doesn't care if he gets spoiled. If you haven't seen it, go back and watch it. It was amazing. It was on a touchdown run.
Yeah.
And he talk about blocking until the whistle blew. Well, he did, and he blocked the dude literally almost into the wall where the fans were. It was amazing. So that was my play of the game. My second play of the game was actually James Pierce's, and not because or no relation, spelled differently, but you know, I think that the other sack when he just totally just made that offensive tackle look silly. He faked to the outside, came back to the inside, and that dude was like, "What just happened?" I mean, he just blew by that dude, and it was a beautiful thing to watch. It was, oh man, he just juked that dude out of his shoes. So that was my second, but my favorite play of the game was John Campbell blocking that dude literally almost into the tunnel. Brennan asked a good question. He said, based on today, what can Milton improve on? That's a good question. What do you think, Rustin? I mean, when you really think about it, there were like 3 overthrows, kind of bad passes. That was it. And so, I mean, that was pretty good. He did throw one into a little bit of traffic at one point.
They never really, he and the receivers never really got into a flow. The running backs were doing their job. They were great. Honestly, we probably could have run the ball every down and scored 80. They did well. I think some of it also, I'm not sure so much of it was Joe as it was left guard and center. He was feeling a lot of pressure right in his face at times, and that messes with your timing. It messes with your feet, and that's when throws go errant, and then it starts kind of getting in your head, and it's hard to block it out. And I was a little disappointed with Andre Carrick. I was expecting more from him.
Yeah.
I did not think he played well at all. I thought at times John Campbell was having to help him, and that actually probably hurt John Campbell a little bit. So I'm not sure Joe has really anything to work on. I think it's more we have issues at left guard, and when Cooper gets back, that'll be resolved.
Well, I just thought of something that he has to work on. I just thought of this. Dylan Sampson saved his butt on the option pitch that he had to Dylan Sampson when he pitched it with his left hand. That ball almost went out of bounds. Dylan reached out one-handed and caught the ball because it was not a good pitch. And but here's the thing: the fact that I'm having to nitpick that much and say he's got to work on pitching the ball better, like that's pretty good. That means it was a good day for him. I hate that Ramel dropped that first deep ball. That was a beautiful pass.
Yeah.
So,
And Joe's a bit of a front runner. If Ramel had caught that ball, and if, for those of you who don't know what that means, when you say a quarterback's a front runner, it usually means that they feed off energy a little bit and they feed off positive plays. If Ramel had caught that ball, it almost makes me wonder what Joe would have looked like from that point forward, because he feeds off that a lot of the time.
so that would be my only thing is that, he has to work on pitching the ball to his running back a little bit better. I'm just thankful Dylan caught it because I think it ended up being a touchdown. Um, Rebecca said Kirby may have a stroke at the way that Georgia was playing earlier in the day. Rebecca, welcome. We're glad you're with us. Clay, welcome, buddy. Good to have you with us. He said we look great. Zach, you said exactly what I said during the game. I texted Rustin and our dad during the game, and I said, "Who had Dylan scoring the first touchdown?" um, yeah, I don't know anybody that did. I was shocked that he was the second running back in the game. I thought it'd be Jabari Small, so that surprised me. Clay said, "I think we might be the best right now." What do you mean, Clay? Clarify for us.
I
Like
think
best team in the
I think he
country,
means
or?
I think he means running back room.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I got you. Yeah, yeah. I mean, they're incredibly talented room, deep room. Sam, welcome, buddy. Good to have you. He said, "Have you been watching North Carolina, South Carolina games? South
Mhm.
Carolina's pretty good." Yes, I have been, and actually, this show may not be as long as normal because I want to get back and watch the second half.
It's
I,
it's
is it?
halftime. North Carolina's up 17-14.
Huh? Last time I saw it, I thought it was like 14-10. Oh, you're saying North Carolina's up 17-14. I thought you
Yeah,
said South Carolina was up 17. I was like, how is that possible? So, okay, that makes sense. So, yeah, North Carolina. Okay. I picked
and
North Carolina. I hope they win.
and I'll just say everybody needs to pay attention to the fact that Drake May is throwing the ball all over South Carolina, and North Carolina's not number one receiver, but number one and number two receivers aren't playing. So Drake May's throwing the ball all over South Carolina without his top two targets.
Yeah.
Just keep that in mind.
Rebecca said, so this is funny that you mentioned this, Rebecca. Rebecca said Campbell showing that guy to the bus reminded me of the scene of The Blind Side. So actually, as we watched that, and I saw it happen, not in real time, but when they showed that first replay, I was like, "Whoa, look at that!" And I pointed up at the screen. We were at my in law's house at the time, and I pointed up to the screen, and I said, "Look at John Campbell blocking the guy on the top of the screen." And we ran it back. Actually, we rewound it, and so we could watch it again.
I
and
think what was most impressive about that to me, when people watch that, if they're not watching closely, it looks like he's just picking up a filler. He's picking up a guy who comes up and fills, and
No,
most people would assume it's a safety. That's actually a linebacker. If you watch it back, he releases outside the defensive end because it was a speed option, so they're optioning the end, and he goes to the linebacker, and that's one of Virginia's starting linebackers that he drives 14 yards off the field almost into the tunnel.
my father-in-law literally said the exact same thing Rebecca just said. He's like, "It reminds me of that scene in The Blind Side where Michael Orr just takes the guy."
Yep. Showing him where
Like,
the
yep,
bus is.
that's what Brennan said. Brennan, were you referring to that pitch that Joe made? I think that's what Brennan was referring to. I think that's when that comment came through. Dester, welcome, buddy. Good to have you. He said, "Go Vols defense had a great day." Absolutely. Totally agree. Brennan said, yeah, that's what he was referring to. Yeah, I mean, it was definitely well timed. That's for sure. Um, let's see. Sam, welcome, buddy. He said, we definitely have call a conservative game 100%. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Just wait till
Um,
next week. It's going to be
and,
inside zone and deep ball, inside zone and deep ball, almost every play.
and so, I mean, they're going to walk into the swamp having shown not a lot
Nothing.
with
Yeah.
two fairly easy wins, which isn't that nice to be able to do that again? Man, that's
Hmm.
nice. Sam said Drake May is a very good quarterback. 100%. That dude is for real. I totally agree. He is legit.
Hmm.
Um, and Clay also said Drake May is so talented. Yeah, he's a talented dude. He's the real deal. All right, so our last question. Who was your player of the game?
So this is probably going to surprise some people. I texted you about midway through the around halftime, and I said when the coaches watch this back, they're going to be really really happy with Elijah Herring. Do you know who led us in tackles today?
Mm-mm.
Elijah Herring. I thought he was solid all day long. I thought he did a good job filling in for Peely when he needed to. I thought he did a fantastic job running the defense when they took Beasley and Peely out. Um, I I was really impressed with Elijah Herring. Not just at the point of attack, but just doing his job on every play. I thought he was outstanding, and I think you're going to see him a lot more moving forward. Arian Carter played well. He was third. He was third on the team in tackles today, which is impressive because he only played about a quarter and a half. So to be third on the team in tackles and basically probably 20 snaps means he was flying around and getting after it. But I'm going to go with Elijah Herring.
So you mentioned Keenan Peely. Just total side note, but that dude looks like a dude when
Oh
he's on
yeah,
the field. There were a couple times. I guess it was that suspended camera. What do they call that thing? The fly
yeah.
camera. I can't remember. But I guess it was that camera angle. They were showing behind the defense, and he's lining people up and everything. He just looks like a physical SEC linebacker. I mean, like
Yeah.
he looks the part. So
Aaron
that was nice to see.
Aaron Beasley looked 2 steps faster. That dude was
Yeah, he did.
flying. I was shocked at how well he was moving.
I think it was like the second possession Virginia had. He there was a dude caught the ball in the flat. Man, he covered some ground and
Yeah.
lit that dude up. And that was nice to see. So my player of the game, it's a little controversial because he had a fumble, but my player of the game is D. Williams. That dude, he is a weapon
He's a
at
weapon.
punt returner. I mean, imagine now. Let's take a stroll down memory lane just for a second. I don't want to linger there too long because it's painful, but I would like everybody to remember the 2014 season when Jacob Carter was returning punts for us. And I say returning, that's a loose
He was fair
terminology there.
catching punts.
Exactly. He was fair catching punts for us. And now we've got arguably the most dangerous punt return man in the country back there. I mean, he's a threat to take it to the house every time he catches it. I mean, it's it's must see TV, man. I mean, it is absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
And kudos to the return team for making holes for him. But I mean, he makes one man miss and he's gone. I mean, he cuts up field so fast, and it's fun to watch. I mean, I wonder how many punt return yards he had today. I guarantee it's over 50.
I'll tell you in just a second.
I mean, he was absolutely so much fun to watch. And I know a lot of people are like, why, how in the world did neither one of y'all have Dylan Sampson as your player of the game? He had 4 touchdowns. Yeah, he sure did. He also, had the least amount of rushing yards between him, Jabari, and Jalen. He only had I think it was 52 rushing yards. Jalen had 65 Jabari had 65 and Jalen had 115. The reason he had 4 touchdowns is because he came in the game inside the red zone every time.
Yeah. He got the glory. A lot of times Jalen Wright did the work and then Dylan got the glory.
Yeah.
But D had 3 returns for 105 yards.
So it was more than double what I thought it was. I mean, it was phenomenal. It was so much fun to watch. So he was my player of the game. I will be really excited to see him against Austin Peay. Because here's the thing, based on what we saw today from our defense, Austin Peay. I mean, we allowed 3 first downs in the entire first half. I think it was 3 for the whole first half.
Yeah.
I mean, that's incredible. So all the 3 and outs that we're going to see next week and all the punts that are going to ensue from that, D's going to have a game and a half next week, man. It's going to be awesome to watch. It's going to be so much fun.
We had 11 tackles for loss. I mean, that's unheard of. And when you've got that many tackles for loss, D's getting to catch the ball in really good field position a lot of the times,
Hmm.
and that's when he's going to be dangerous.
Absolutely. Sam, I totally agree, man. He said our linebacker room is deep. It 100%. Isn't that awesome? Like, how much fun is that we can say that?
Well, even
Uh,
even at the very end, and I don't know how many of y'all paid attention till the very end, but in the last quarter, Jeremiah Telander and Caleb Herring were flying around. Not Eli Herring, Caleb Herring.
Younger
Jeremiah
brother.
Telander was all over the place. Wherever the ball was, he was there. There's some crazy good young talent on that roster.
Absolutely. James Pierce, there's another one. Yeah, I mean, it's fun to watch. JL,
Dave,
welcome, buddy. Good to have you. He said, think we're going to have a good year. I totally agree, man. I totally agree.
David
Brennan,
Hobbs, Tyree West, Tyrese
yeah.
Weathersby. I mean, we were rolling guys out there one after another, and they were all making plays.
David Hobbs got mentioned by name by Josh Heupel in his postgame presser.
Yep.
Brennan said, talking about D Williams, he said his vision is awesome. I totally agree. Like I said, he makes that first guy miss and he sees the hole and he's through it before you can blink. It's incredible. It's so much fun. Sam said, love seeing our young linebackers on special teams. Those dudes are going to make some big hits. They sure are. What was really cool was I know D Williams was also not only the punt returner, but he's on the punt team. And that I think it was our second punt of the day. Man, he was literally half a foot on the goal line. He
Yep.
almost caught that with his heels just off the goal line. That would have been incredible.
They caught it on camera, and I wish they had shown the replay because you could just barely see it on the side of the screen. But they caught Mike Eckler's reaction. There was one punt return D Williams had where John Slaughter pancaked a guy. And I don't mean blindside blocked, kind of hit him as he, caught him while he wasn't looking. I mean, he is face to face blocking a dude and he drives him in the ground and pancakes him. And Mike Eckler lost his mind. Like he was going nuts. But I mean,
I'm shocked that happened.
I, I don't know that I've ever seen that before. I don't know that I've ever seen a punt return team where a guy's just trying to basically hold up a gunner and he literally pancakes him. I mean, that again, another freshman.
Tyler, I like this. This is a good one, Tyler. Uh, he said Austin P is currently down 35-0 to Southern Illinois. Hope they enjoy their check.
That's
They
terrible.
will enjoy that check that we give them next week for sure.
That is
And we
terrible.
will enjoy a win. Speaking of Southern Illinois, that reminds me, kudos to all the Mississippi State fans out there tonight for the big win over, I think it was Southeast Missouri State.
It was SEMO.
That is super exciting for all those folks. Great start to the year, guys. Awesome. Good luck next week. Let's see. Ricky, Ricky, you're in the running for best comment of the night here, buddy. He said, good to have you with us, Ricky. He said, we beat Virginia so bad the ACC had to get Stanford, Cal, and Southern Methodist to come help out the conference. Go Big Orange. Okay, side note, I tweeted this out or X'd it out. What do we even say now? This is it's getting to me. I posted this on X the day that news came out. I guess it was yesterday. But like seriously, if you are Washington State or Oregon State, how bad are you feeling right now that the ACC looked at y'all and was like, no thanks, we'll take SMU instead. I mean, like that's embarrassing. I'm sorry, that's embarrassing. Um,
Although after Boston College lost to Northern Illinois today, they might reconsider Oregon State.
Let's see here. Ricky said, "My big takeaway: we did not come out flat. We were ready to play." Oh, that's a good point. Absolutely, that's a great point. I think that's a really good point.
Yeah.
Uh,
All
is
our mistakes in the first quarter were self-inflicted, and they were all just being too excited. They were all aggressive mistakes. I didn't have any issue with the problems we had in the first quarter.
Hey, all right. So he said, I rock the orange in Southern Illinois and work at a Costco at Evansville, Indiana. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Um, uh, so my player of the game. Oh, I already did it. I said it was D. Williams.
Yeah, you did.
I got so distracted by all the. I was reading all the comments. Forgot I even said it. Um, is the South Carolina North Carolina game back from halftime yet? I'm just curious.
Yeah, they're about to kick the second half.
All right. Hey, if you're not following us on social media, like the little scrolling thread at the bottom says YouTube, Facebook, X, Instagram, and Threads at the Vol Bros. Man, oh man, it was a good day, y'all. It was a good day. Zach, I know I didn't post that link to join on screen. I told you I would, buddy, but I want to go see the rest of that game, and so that's why I'm not posting it so that we can go do that. But I promise you, we will. We will. Uh, Maybe next week will be a good time because it'll be a 5 o'clock game. It'll be over 9. Will be like right next week though. It'll be Sunday when we go live for the recap because we'll do that plus the results show of the standings. Gene, welcome, buddy. Gene said Vols are everywhere. I was in New York City with my orange on and heard from the down the block. Go Vols. That's what I'm talking about. I love it.
I tell you, it's kind of wild. Houston is up 10-7 on Texas San Antonio with 5 minutes left in the third quarter.
All Vol fans need to watch that game.
South Carolina onside kicked the second half kickoff and recovered it.
Holy moly.
Caught North Carolina napping.
I bet old Shane's going nuts on the sideline right now.
He literally just tackled his kicker.
That may be my favorite thing ever said on the Vol Bros right there.
I'm kind of hoping the kicker's helmet bloodied him up a little bit, but who knows?
Oh, fun times. Well, let's go finish watching some college football tonight, everybody. Make sure you keep an eye on that Texas San Antonio game because 3 weeks from now, they're in Neyland. So that is a team to keep your eye on. That's a big deal. Tyler said Rustin's hate for Beamer is great.
Just wait. There's going to come a day when I'm going to finally be able to tell you all everything that I know, and it's going to blow your mind.
I love it. That's good. We appreciate everybody joining us tonight, man. It's so much fun. Hey, go Vols, man. 1-0 to start the season. Can't go 15-0 without going 1-0. So it's happening. It's happening. But we hope everybody has a great evening. I'll probably post. I don't know if it'll be live or not, but I'll post something on Monday night with the results of the first week of the standings. I am not doing well right now. I started 0-3, which was great. Normally I'm halfway decent at these things, but apparently not this week. The TCU game got me. Coach Prime beating TCU in his opening debut. That was impressive.
Now, hold on. Now, I think we do need to talk about that for a second because that was mind-blowing.
Talk about a back and forth game.
Well, but I mean the individual efforts. I mean, Shador Sanders threw for over 500 yards and 4 touchdowns, and I mean he was throwing dimes all over the field. But more impressively, Travis Hunter played 110 snaps. I've never heard of that. Like even when Dale Carter was at Tennessee, he didn't play that much. I mean, the dude never came off the field almost the entire game.
And kudos to their training staff that he wasn't cramping up.
Oh, and after the game, the sideline reporter asked him how he's doing. He goes, "Let's go again. Let's play now." Like he didn't have an issue.
Sam said, "Did you see Boo Carter's runs from yesterday?" Yes.
Oh yeah.
That was impressive. That little screen pass out to him, and he took it to the house against Maryville. Like we're not talking about right. Some tiny little school. It was Maryville.
I hope. I know they're only planning to play him on defense, but I really hope they let him get some snaps on offense and just do some, just a special package because that kid's just freaky talented.
Yeah, I mean, it's like an Evan Berry situation. Everybody was like, wonder what he'd be like on offense. We never got to see. So.
Yep.
Brendan said, "Go Vols." Never been more excited about Tennessee football than right now. Absolutely. Just like Andy Menard said, I wish there was a way you could know you're in the good old days. Well, we're in the good old days right now, for sure. Absolutely. It's a fun time to be a Vol.
Yep.
Fun time.
Again,
Absolutely.
people were complaining because we were beating an ACC opponent 49-13 and we didn't play well. Like, are you kidding me?
It's a pretty good time. Absolutely. Totally agree, Brendan. Totally agree, man. Well, all right. Well, we hope everybody has a great evening. We will catch everybody very soon, probably Monday. We got some really exciting people lined up over the next couple of weeks. We got Malik Foreman joining us, former Tennessee Vols defensive back. We got Thomas Edwards, who just released Running Through That T. He'll be joining us the Thursday. Both of those guys, it's Tuesday, Thursday. It's going to be 2 live shows that they're joining us the week of the Florida game. So that'll be exciting. So a lot of fun stuff coming up over the Vol Bros. So we hope everybody has a great evening, and go Vols, baby.